Okay, so in the previous class we discussed about 3 financial committee of Parliament: Public Accounts Committee, Estimate Committee, and Committee on Public Sector Undertaking. Apart from those, there are certain administrative committees are also there in Parliament that we are going to discuss in today's class. Okay, so first such committee is Committee of Privileges. We discuss about privileges. Right, we discuss about the privileges of the house also, collective privileges as well as the individual privileges. Apart from that, ministers are ministers are there. They are also having certain privileges. So what this committee will do? First of all, this committee will act as a semi-judicial in nature. Semi-judicial in nature. We have court and all those things, right? Those are judiciary body. This is semi-judiciary body. Okay, semi-judiciary body means this body will take up the cases. Cases of what? Cases related to the breach of privileges. Breach of privileges. Okay, that means misusing of privileges. Okay, misusing of privileges by minister or by MP. So those kind of cases will take up by this Committee of Privileges. After examine, if the member MP or any minister find guilty, then this committee will only give the action to be taken. What action? The member found that that member is breached the privileges. Okay, then what action the house should take? What punishment that MP or minister can get for breaching the privileges, that also can be recommended by this committee. That is the reason why this committee is having semi-judicial in nature. Court give punishment, right? Or court give proper action to be taken based upon the particular breach of law. In the same way, for breach of any privileges, this committee will give the appropriate action to be taken, or in short, punishment. So this committee, it is there in both Lok Sabha as well as Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha, it is having 15 members committee. Rajya Sabha, this committee have 10 members. Okay, then next, Ethics Committee. So it was constituted in 1997 in Lok Sabha and 2000 in Rajya Sabha. Okay, sorry. First it was constituted in Rajya Sabha in the year 1997 and Lok Sabha in the year 2000. Okay, then what is that? What this committee will do? This committee will make sure that code of conduct of the members are there, right? Members are there, they are having code of conduct, particular rules and regulations they are following or not. Okay, and any misconduct is there or unethical behavior is there from the member side. This committee will examine that. Privilege Committee deals with the privileges. Ethics Committee, name itself suggests, it deals with the ethical cases, misconduct cases, unethical behavior of the member of the Parliament, and this committee will give recommendation to take particular action, same like a Privilege Committee. Okay, this committee makes sure that discipline should be there. Okay, if they are not maintaining the discipline, then this committee will examine that case and recommended the punishment to be given to that particular MP. So that is the reason why this committee, what it do, it maintain the discipline as well as the decorum in Parliament. And Rajya Sabha, this committee is having 10 members, and Lok Sabha there are 7 members. Sorry, 17 members. Okay. Then next, Committee on Government Assurance. So what is this committee? You know, ministers are there. Minister will do promise, assurance. Right, we have seen in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha TV, right? So they will give assurance, they will give promises or give, or they will take certain promises, they will do this thing, that thing, or assurance they will give from time to time, right? So this committee will examine that whether that promise has been fulfilled or not. What is the status of that assurance? The assurance given by the particular minister, is it fulfilled or not? If it is fulfilled, how much it is fulfilled? Or promises which is given by the ministers, whether that fulfilled or not, that is also examined by this committee. What is that? Committee on Government Assurance. Okay, in Lok Sabha it consists 15 members and in Rajya Sabha it consists 10 members. It is established in 1953. This committee. Committee on Government Assurance. Simple. Committee on Privileges means it deals with the privileges. Ethics Committee means it deals with discipline, ethical, code of conduct, all those things. And Committee on Government Assurance means it will examine the assurance or promises given by the ministers and their status on those promises or assurance. Okay. And next, Committee on Subordinate Legislation. Now what is this committee will do? Okay, so this committee will examine the cases. Now what type of cases, right? So here if you observe, these executives are there, right? Okay, executives, they have a power. What is that? They have a power, okay, to make rules, regulations, sub-rules or by law which are delegated by the Parliament or Constitution to the executives. So those powers are properly exercised by this committee, by the executive or not. Or in simple language, what do you call, these executives are having certain powers which are given by the Constitution or by the House. Okay, by which house? The respective houses. Okay, so those powers are using properly or not by the executives. By whom? By the executive. That will examine by this committee and submit that report to the respective house. Okay, so this committee consists, what do you call, 15 members in both the houses, and this is also constituted under in the year 1953. Okay, same like other committees. Committee on Government Assurance. No? Now next, Committee on Paper laid on the table. So what is this committee? This committee was established in the year 1975, and this committee present in both the houses of the Parliament. Lok Sabha, it is having 15 members. Rajya Sabha, it is having 10 members. So what this committee will do? So this committee will examine all the papers. Which papers? All the papers which is laid down on the table by the ministers. Okay, papers are there, bills are there, what do you call, in question our member can ask the question to the ministers, right, for seeking the information or other things, right? So whatever the paper laid down on the table of the house by the minister, so those papers are following the rules and regulation of the rules committee of that particular house or not, or provision of the, or those papers are according to the provision of the Constitution or not. That will examine by this committee.